Okay, so we did have some technical issues earlier today when I was trying to clean out the tumblers. So I deleted those lives after I ended it, and or both attempts that I had, and sorry that I couldn't communicate to those who were watching to let them know that I ended the live and then I deleted them. Now, if you're watching this, you know that that's what happened, and I sincerely apologize. This is what was in my tumblers. I'm gonna let you look at them. The pea gravel here is something that I got from a garage sale. I had gone in after I had tripped to Walmart over in Shakopee, and I saw a sign that said a big, huge multi-family garage sale, so I pulled down and I found it, and went in and asked if they had any rocks or anything, and I looked for what they had, and she said the only rock she had come in this little bag, and she had said you can have them for free. So I walked away with my happy little find and thanked the lady and left. As you can see, there is an agate in there, but I mean, it's so teeny tiny. It might make a cute little ring or something, but it's even too small really to make a bead out of, so I'm not gonna keep it. But yeah, there's some other pretty little stones in there that look like they tumble just fine, but really I'm just using them for tumbling media at this point, because they're just filler is all they are. There's some pretty rocks in there for sure, but we aren't here for the pea gravel. We are here for the Hawks Bluff material to see how well it tumbles, and that's what these items over here are. Oh, my knee just keeps wanting to give out. I think this is a piece that Cindy or Cynthia Foss handed to me, and I needed a piece to fill in around all the small pieces, so I just dropped this in there, which may have not been a smart idea because it kind of got stuck in the bottom. And caused all the other pieces to jam up. I think it looks good as far as just a little tumble polish, and I am going to put it back in there, keep going, and just try to do a better job of the way I position it in there, hopefully. Here's another piece. Hopefully I got all the grit out of there. You can see there is a druzy pocket there. I'd really like to put this one back in stage 1, but I don't have any stage 1 grit left. I need to order some. We'll put it aside for now. This one's looking good. As you can see, they're still a little wet, which is how you want them to be. You don't want your rocks to dry out between stages, is what I've been told. So I try to not let them dry out. All right, that's got a little druzy pocket there. That's pretty. Oh, there's one right there too. That's really pretty. Look at the bands popping out in that, man. That is so pretty. That looks like a crack forming right there. Can't really tell though. And nope, that's not a crack. That's just the bands, or that dark. All right, we'll move this one on to stage 2. Oops, sorry. That's definitely a crack right there. I can put my thumbnail down in it. But it's got, looks like it's got some druzy in there. Interesting. And I did scrub these out with a toothbrush, and then I put them in a tumble with soap for an hour to make sure that there was no grit left. I don't have a ultrasonic cleaner to get all the yucky out. So we're just gonna move it all. This is gonna go on to stage 2 now. This has a little bit of agate banding up here. There's some there. I think it can go either way. I mean, I think it's fine to send this one on to stage 2, but I don't think it would hurt to keep it in stage 1 longer, honestly. It would just be whatever you wanted to do with it, really. It does have some cracks and stuff in there, but I mean, if you're never gonna get all that, you're never gonna get all those cracks out of there unless you take a Dremel and move them out. That looks like a druzy right there. We'll put that one aside for now and see if we need it in our next, if we need it to fill up the rocks. This is another one here. This is so unique. I mean, I don't know, it just kind of has a turtle look to it, like turtle shell look, with the bands in there like that. That is so cool. Not really much on the agate on this. You can see kind of like some patterns in there. And I'm wondering if I should put it back in stage 1. But it also kind of has cracks in there as well. But that's kind of cool, I think. Let's see if I can zoom in a little better. Oh yeah, that's neat. But I don't want to tumble all that away either, trying to make it better. And another week might tumble that away. But I think up here would have some more that needs to open up. Man, decisions. What do I do? Or is that an unhappy frog face with one eye? I don't know. It's so cool. We'll set that one back aside too, and we'll just look at it later. Just once we get our tumbler filled and see if we need more rocks. Oh, there's a druzy pocket up there. Lots of lace in this one. Or, well, agate banding. Let's not call it lace, because it probably should be called lace. Oh, another agate pocket. Druzy pockets. Oh, this one's so pretty. I think this one's ready for stage 2. Yep, let's put that one in stage 2. This one's got a lot going on in it. I love the eyes. Absolutely do. This is so cool. Ah, check that out where that is right there. I absolutely love it. That is so cool. The eyes are fantastic. The agate's looking good. But man, I love that right there. I'm just wondering on this one though, if I do more stage 1, would that come out better? Decisions, decisions. Okay, look at these bands. These are beautiful. Oh, that lace in there. Oh, I said I wasn't gonna call it lace, I'm sorry. Look at these agate bandings. Crazy bandings in here. And look at that. Look at that. That is so neat. Love how they just come together like that. Alright, I am going to move this one on to stage 2 for sure. Here's an itty bitty one. I'll go ahead and drop this one into stage 2 as well, just for variety. Oh man, look at the colors in this. Neat colors. It's got great eyes. It's got great banding. Wow. This is great. I like this one. We're gonna move it on to stage 2. Oh. Alright, sorry for the shakiness. I'm just looking at the crystals here. That could probably use a little bit more cleaning. That looks like limonite, iron staining. But look at the bands in it. Yeah, those bands and that, oh man, those bands are awesome. Check the eyes out. The colors on that. I like that peach color in there. That is super neat. Whoa, is that a bird or a dragon? Somebody tell me, what is that? All right, we'll go ahead and move that one on too. Oh, that's a big mama jama right there. Look at all them pockets. Don't have to zoom in quite so much on that. That's a deep pocket. Sorry, losing my voice. That's a cool one. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and move this one on as well. I like that druzy pocket. I like that agate in there. I think that's all looking good. All this back here could probably use some more polish, but it'd be all right. Oh, I like the colors in this one too. It's got all the reds in there with the iron. Oh, that's a big old huge crack that's formed through there. I hope it don't split during the tumble process. But I think that one looks good enough to move on. still got a few more here to go through. Sorry. It's a little bit slow, so this video is going to be a lot longer than I wanted it to be. I get lost in this stuff looking at it. I really think this one could use some more, but I still at the same time like having a little bit of the iron and laminate on there. I mean, the agate part looks really good, I think. This one too. The agate part looks really super good with the eyes on that. But what does the rest of it look like? Looks like flower petals. That is so neat. Yeah, we're moving this one on. I love the way that looks. Now, this one was actually in one of the parcels from Haunted Ridge Rocks from last year that I had made up as a Tumbler batch that didn't sell. And it didn't look like anything to it. But after you got in there, I mean, there was nothing showing for all this druzy. Absolutely nothing. The whole rock looked like this. And I'm like, I'm just going to empty this out because I am kind of embarrassed to have put this in there or made a bag of rocks that all the rocks look like this. And then now that I'm tumbling them, I'm like, wow, maybe it was a good idea to tumble these rocks. I mean, this is a haunted ridge rock. And look at all the druzy that come out of there just from a week of tumbling. I mean, is that amazing or what? Just from 1 week of tumbling, it just completely changed that rock. I wish I had a before and after picture because that is so cool. It even makes me wonder what would happen if it went another week. I like this one too. And I think this one's ready for stage 2. This is so neat. Put that in there. I like the colors in this one as well. It's just like flower petals reaching toward the sky. That's so cool. I like the colors and the agate on that one too. Yeah, man, this Hawks Bluff stuff right here is just gorgeous. This is a little bitty piece that broke off of something. of the Hawks Bluff. And it's just all agate. I think it broke off the tip of that big long piece that was in there that got stuck. But look how pretty it is. Just that one little bitty piece of agate. Look at all the colors in the pocket there, all the shiny stuff. That is beautiful. That's ready for stage 2. And here's some more of that where the crystal was in there. I love those crystals. They just remind me so much of flower petals. And I am crazy about flowers, if y'all don't know. Before I actually got into all this rock hunting stuff for my favorite hobby, I was always going out and taking photographs of pictures, and I loved going to the sunflower fields up here. There was actually a guy who would go around to the different neighborhoods in the Twin Cities area and ask for plots where he could grow like community sunflower gardens. But that turned out to be stuff happened, and he took advantage of people, and more stuff happened. People started destroying props that were given to him, that were donated for the cause, that were loaned, not really donated, but loaned out to the cause. This one needs to go back into stage 1. And then it just got to where it all come to a quick end. People stopped supporting it. I guess you could call him a grifter. At first it was a really nice thing, like they started a field up there by the Buffalo Community Hospital in Buffalo, Minnesota, where, it was for all the people who had gotten wounded in that shooting that they had up there a few years back. And that looks like a Chinese dragon right there, or maybe a Loch Ness monster dragon, dinosaur, whatever you want to call it. And then it kind of spread out. But there's always them people who want to take advantage of things. So, and I stopped going because I didn't appreciate people tearing up props. And I have a ton of sunflower photos on my Facebook page. If you look it up, you can see places where I put my dog. I had a little Pomeranian. I set him on a tractor and let him sit in that chair on that tractor and took pictures of him. There was another where there was a wagon out in the sunflower field, and I put him on the seat of that wagon and let him, took pictures of him in there, and done a lot of stuff like that. But some people would literally go out and take photos of themselves sitting on the top of these rusty old 1950 trucks, and they would end up denting in the hoods of these trucks because they were trying to take these cute photos. And I'm like, people, you can't do that. You're not respecting the property when you do something where you dent in or you scratch up the owner's property. That's just crazy. What is that? Is that a teddy bear? That looks like a little teddy bear crawling. That is so cool. Man, I've got one active imagination. Anybody else seeing that? That's cool. But I got fed up with just, and then there becomes so much gossip and backbiting on the Facebook pages and stuff about it, and everybody was pointing fingers at everybody else, and I just unfollowed all that and got away from it. It ruined it. I even took my mom out there for some sunflowers that were like 12 feet tall, you know, and took some pictures of her up under it, and it was so fun, but it just got to where it was people being people ruined it for everybody else, you know. That's why I don't like people crowds. But yeah, I wish we still had the sunflower farm fields out there that we could go to and take photos. That was so cool. So would love to keep tumbling. It's beautiful. It's got a lot of pretty nice spots in there. But I don't know if that would open up anything else if I kept tumbling it. We'll try it and see. I like the eye on that. That is really neat. So cool. That would be perfect for a pendant. Look at that. That's a wire wrapper right there. This one is really nice. I like this one. It's got a lot of nice eyes in there. Oh, here we go with some more flower petals. Oh, I gotta reposition. Oh, why is that never easy? Neat looking. Yeah, I really like these. Those are so neat. I'm afraid they're just gonna fall apart though. Oh, there's a pretty agate. That's almost worthy of a Lake Superior agate. Y'all did hear me say almost, right? Look at that red in there. Hey Brenda, if you watch this, that's what you can make. You can make your theme better than a Lake Superior agate and see what kind of cabs for agates you come up with. We'll move that one on too. Oh, this one's definitely going back into. Yep, so is this one. There's nothing there. We'll just use them for filler. Look at that. Isn't that perfect? Sorry about the shaky camera. I'm almost done, y'all, I promise. Another 5 minutes or so. Stick with me a little bit longer. All right, we'll pass this one on to the next stage. Yeah, I just got a couple more rocks here. I'll pass that one on. We'll put that one back in. I'm starting to see the importance of multiple tumblers here. Hey Phil, can I borrow like 3 of your tumblers? Would you mind delivering those? Oh, that's got a lot of druzy in it. I kind of think that one needs to go back in though. For some reason they didn't seem to do good on this one. This must have been some of the ones that got stuck under that big stone. Or they just don't have anything in them. Could be either way. Oh, sorry, didn't mean that loud noise. And this is cool because it is a piece of hematite that come off of one of the clusters. And I'm still gonna just keep tumbling it. All right, I'm gonna get this set up for the next round. Thank y'all for sticking with me for 30-something minutes here. I do appreciate y'all, and I hope y'all have a great rest of your Sunday. Take care.